Hi everyone, and welcome to the Wizard Engineer. In today's video, I'm gonna explain you reactivity system in Vue. And before we get started, I'm gonna jump right into our project and explain you how Vue free project structure it is. Let's dive right into it. Alright guys, here you can see we got a brand new Vue project. Here you can see we got the Node.js modules where it contains a bunch of packages that our Vue free projects relies on. We got also public folder where we can put some asset files like CSS, images, and even JavaScript files. We got also the source folder where we are going to spend most of the time when we are building a Vue free project. We got also the asset folder where we can put also some CSS files like JavaScript files, even images. You can see we got default files, base CSS, meta CSS, and also we got the component folder. We are going to use this folder in order when we want to register global components. It is a component that can be used within the entire vue.js application. But also we got the app file, which is the main component where we can register other components. And then we are going to pass this main component to this function create app that we just found within the main.js file. You can see right here, we just pass to the create app this component, just pass it. And then we invoke the mount function. And then we just mount this component to the DOM. Here you can see within the HTML file, we got these attributes, app, and then we create a script. We have here a script which point to the source main.js file. This is how Vue mount a component. I mean, when we tap, let me open first the terminal. Here I'm in the source root of our Vue free project. I'm gonna tap color B, and then I'm gonna do npm run dev in order to run a Vue free project. Now let us get into first the package.json file. If we get into within this file, you can see we got a bunch of scripts. Here you can straight dev build. We are going to use the dev script in order to run a Vue.js application, and a build when we want to build a Vue free application. And you can see we got our other commands. I'm not explaining you it later on. Now let us get into first the terminal, and you can see our server is up and running because when we tap npm run dev, it runs this command right here that runs a Vue.js server. Let us copy this code within the browser. You can see our Vue free project is running, and we just land on a default landing page which came with Vue. Now you can see that when a Vue free project is running, they take this app component and then they pass it to the create app, and then they mount it. They mount this component to the DOM. They pass this component to the DOM. Let me explain you this in another way. Let's say here, let me get into my Sublime text. Here you can see we got a simple HTML page, and we have a div attribute named app. And then right here, you can see we got a variable child components. We have an h2 tag, and then we got also another variable app, which have a div and an h1 and a p tag. And then you can see that we just pass the child components within this app variable. You can see right here. And then here you got a function mount. We pass it an element, and then we do document.query select, and we just select this attribute right here, app, and then we just pass it this variable to the DOM. And then if we open this file within the browser, you can see that we get this HTML code within the browser. You can see we just pass this app variable to the DOM. And if I comment this code, this mount function that I've created, you're going to see that it doesn't get anything. Yeah, this is how Vue works exactly. It is the same. I want just to show you how it works in Vue. Here you can see we got a create app, and then we just do query selector, under the hood within this view package. They do query selector, they select these attributes and then they mount it to the DOM. This is how it works. Now, let me explain you reactivity system in Vue. Reactivity system, it is a system that allows to update automatically the UI without when we change something within our code. Let me try to delete this code right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. And here I'm gonna create a reactivity variable. And here you can see we are not going to need this code. I'm gonna do this. Here you can see by default Vue came out with composition API style. But here I'm gonna explain you first the option API. If we go on the vue.js.org website, you can see here we got two APIs, options API and composition API. Right now, you can see when I change thing, you can see when I switch to options API, this is the style of an option API. And then when I switch, we got the style of a composition API. Right now, I'm gonna focus on the option API. It is good for beginners. When you are going to understand options API. Now let me copy this code right here. And you can see we just use export and then we got a data function right here. You can see it. And this data function allows to create a reactive property. I'm gonna copy this code and paste it in Vue. I'm gonna paste this code. I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna remove also this header tag. And let me copy this right there. Let me go within the browser and copy this code in the Vue. Let me copy this. And then let us get into the app file. Yeah, I'm gonna create a script first, and then I'm gonna copy this code within it. Let me do this, guys. And you can see we just copy this code, and then I'm gonna use two curly braces. These two curly braces allows to display the data which we got within the data function, because this data function allows to create a reactive property. Here you can see we got count, and if we go within the browser, you can see here that we just got here two. Let me put it in an h2 in an h1 tag. Let me remove this, and then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pass here h1, and then I'm gonna pass here this reactive property count. But also I'm gonna move into the main.js file. You can see within the browser we got a black screen. I don't want it. I just remove it, and then I'm gonna say here I'm gonna align, and then I'm gonna say center so that you can see pretty well, and then I'm gonna do break 2 times, and then you can see we got two in the browser. Here we got two. Let me zoom a little bit again in the browser. We got two, and what we want to do is when a user click on a button, let me create here another method. It is a property. Within this property method, it is where we are going to put all our methods. And then here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna create here method. I'm gonna say increment count. And then I'm gonna do this. Yeah, this that counts. I use this keyword in order to access to this variable within the data method. Yeah, I'm not comment. I'm gonna say create a reactive property. This is the importance of a data method. And then right here, guys, you're going to see I'm not copy this command increment, and then I'm gonna create over here a button. Here I'm gonna say increment count, and then I'm gonna create an event. In Vue.js, in order to create an event, we use @ and then we pass it the click. In Vue.js, we got a bunch of events. I'm gonna explain you it later on in details. so that you are going to understand pretty well. Now, here I'm focusing to explain you first the reactivity system, how it works. Now, if I move within the browser, you're going to see that we just get an increment button within the browser without refreshing the web page. That's why we are getting this. You can see we just got it on the left side. If I get into the code again, now I'm gonna put it in the center. I'm gonna do this div. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add here an attribute align center. And then I'm gonna just format my code. Now you can see right now we just get this increment button within the middle of our screen. And this is reactivity. Reactivity, it is a system in Vue that allows to streamline the process of development. You can see when I change something within my code. If I change here, I add an S, 4 S's, you can see that it changed automatically. This is the reactivity system. It streamlines the development process. But also the reactivity system, it is a system that allows to change things directly on the DOM. Suppose I click on increment. Yeah, you can see our button, our count doesn't change. It seems we got an error. I have to do here this dot plus plus. Here, when I'm going to click on this button, I'm going to increment this variable within the browser. You can see right now, the value of this variable within the browser, it is 2. Because you can see here, we got also another function mounted. It is called when we mount a component to the DOM. I'm not comment this right now, and then I'm going to explain it to you later. You can see right now, the value of count variable here, it is 1. If I click on increment, yeah, you can see the value change automatically. This is reactivity system. It updates automatically data on the DOM, on the UI automatically without refreshing the web page. If you do an action, it updates it automatically. Let's say again here, we can have also a message property. Let's say hello world, and then we can pass it right here message. And then you can see if I get into the browser, it doesn't get anything. Hello world. Here I should pass message right here. Yeah, like this. You can see we got hello world within the browser. And this is reactivity system. I mean, when we change something, it updates automatically the DOM. And then let me change something within the browser. I'm gonna do change message. I'm gonna do this in order to get access to the message property. I'm gonna say here we are learning Vue reactivity. Yeah. And then when I'm gonna click on this change message, I can even come within the increments function and call in this function. I mean, when I'm going to click on the increments button, it is going to change the value of hello world. And you're going to see when I click on increment count, yeah, the value of message property change immediately. We are learning Vue reactivity. And that's all, guys, for this video. We just learn what is reactivity system in Vue. Here, I'm gonna explain you something, and then we're gonna finish. Here, to recap, we use the data method in order to create a reactive property. All reactive property must be declared within the return statement. Here you can see we got a return keyword which return an object. You have to pass in all reactive property. We got also the method property where we define methods. And in the next video, we are going to study computed property. I see you there.